Have a safe ride.
Have a great time.
Every year, hundreds of cyclists from around Australia and overseas travel to far north Queensland to saddle up for the Cardiac Challenge.
It's a wonderful event. You know, it's 7 years now the Cardiac Challenge has been running.
The cyclists travel from Cairns to Cooktown, taking in World Heritage rainforests and tropical savanna.
Really unique experience. It's a unique Australian experience getting out into these rural communities on roads, an environment you will not get in your home country.
Great fun, you know, in terms of the spirit of competition's there, but there's a huge sense of community. So just the fact that you're pretty much living for 3 days with those 350 riders and with their support crew, you're sharing the experience together. You're able to, you know, to ride in packs to your own ability. There's a lot of camaraderie. A lot of chit-chat on the bikes and just a lot of general good fun.
I think it attracts international riders because it's an environment and a type of bike ride and scenery that they'll never get at home. It really is a unique part of Australia. It's unique to Australia, and I think that's what's really going to appeal. Get outdoors, do some camping, meet the locals, make new friends with the locals, and just do something you can't do at home.
Brings everyone together. It's a major fundraiser for our school.
I had no idea it was going to be as big as what I thought it was going to be. I thought, oh yeah, maybe we could raise $50,000, $60,000 and put towards the cardiac services, and it's just mushroomed.
We've raised, you know, well over $1.5 million in terms of money that we can put back into healthcare. So that is the funds that we can actually put back into improving cardiac healthcare here in far north Queensland.
Some cyclists relish the physical challenges of the 3-day, 330-kilometre ride, which includes several gruelling stretches up the Kuranda Range Road and the Desailly Range.
Day one's a big day, 135 k's takes in the Kuranda Range and a few more hills along the way.
Really fantastic support out of Cairns as you ride through the streets. You can start to see how the community has engaged with these sporting events, and you pretty much were waving and getting cheered along all the way out to the bottom of the hill at Kuranda.
You meet a lot of people because every time you're riding with someone beside you. You're in a pack, you're rotating. You're talking to the person beside you each time, finding out where they're from, what they're doing, who they are, why they came on it, and it becomes just a team effort, a pack of effort. So it's great.
The social side of the ride is just fantastic. A lot of people make new friends that they'll continue after the ride, people that they'll ride with. You know, a lot of people from Cairns do the ride. You can just see the camaraderie that's built up amongst the packs, you know, as they arrive into town. Their pack leaders get them all organised, and there's a lot of respect for the pack leaders. And yeah, you can just sense that the people within the packs are having a great time, and by the time they get to Cooktown, there's a sense of achievement that they've all done it together.
It's a long 3 days of riding. It's a really exciting 3 days. You see some really lovely local communities engaged into the event.
It certainly builds for good cycling in and around Cairns. People get to know each other, they have a great time, there's a lot of chat along the way, and yeah, you can see the way it starts out at the start when we leave, where people are some are a bit apprehensive, they're in the pack for the first time, they haven't done pack riding, but you can see through the course of the 3 days how that starts to improve, and people with their riding ability and the confidence really starts to grow, and you sense that amongst the packs where they're laughing, having a good time, singing along the way. When we get into our rotational riding, they can have a chat alongside the other riders as they're rotating. So some real great friendships are born from this ride.
Oh, I think it's brilliant. I was really amazed how many people were here. Yeah, I was really surprised. I didn't quite expect there to be 14, 15 groups of 20 plus people riding, so it's brilliant.
I've been involved in a lot of events, but the logistics of this one to basically, whenever you've got that type of a circus on the road, one of the big, and in those types of remote environments, to basically house, shelter, feed, make sure everybody's got plenty of facilities available for them, to have those packs moving through the roads and the traffic management considerations and safety considerations that go with it. You can see that the organisers have worked tirelessly as a team. It takes a lot of working parts, a lot of organisations' involvement. They certainly have that, and it's seamless. It's absolutely seamless. There's so many points at which it could go wrong and it doesn't, and yet at the same time, everybody's in a really good spirit about the 3 days. So it's something else.
The traditional nightly stopover points for the ride at Mount Carbine, Lakeland and Cooktown mean that these communities receive an annual economic boost. The high demand for rental accommodation, meals and fuel, along with a celebratory dinner in Cooktown for over 600 people, goes to show that the Cardiac Challenge is always welcomed.
The ride no doubt leaves an economic impact on the smaller towns as they go.
All the locals know about it. Everyone, the school, they plan for about 3 months before it even happens.
Run off our feet. But it's lovely, it really is. Everybody looks after themselves. They come in and set up their side.
It's certainly quite a large event. It's a big fundraising event, this whole scale of it. If you look at the amount of riders, this year 352 riders, 150 volunteers, plus you've got support crew that come along on the way, so that can range between 80 and 90 people that support the riders. Organising
food, who's doing what, local transport companies in Cooktown even help out with transport and they give us discounts, and everyone's really great with it because like I said, it's a school's major fundraiser, so everyone pitches in.
It's people filling up with fuel, it's stocking up with ice. There's an impact there, and it touches right the way through the community.
Realise that about the second year that it puts a lot back into the communities, especially Lakeland School, Mount Carbine, Cooktown.
That opportunity for people to see and get an essence of what that community is about can only do good things for the fact that they might want to come back and visit in the future. So I'm sure that there's a good impact with 700 plus people coming in. And then the money moving around that town in the weeks that follow as well.
What I really liked about the Cardiac Challenge was how it contributed and got involved with the local community. The Cardiac Ward is doing fantastic work in these rural communities, and in doing this event, the rural communities were also helping to support the people who were raising money for them. And I really enjoyed seeing that community involvement, and that was something that was very special.
That amount of people coming in, spending money in the facilities around town, whether it be the service stations, the shops, the pubs, the accommodation houses, it certainly does provide a fair sort of injection of funds into these local communities that they generally wouldn't get a lot of throughout the course of the year. The Hospital Foundation is a charity, a local charity that works on improving healthcare. Our mission in life is to raise funds to put back into healthcare by increasing the facilities, improving, buying equipment, making the facilities, enhancing the facilities better, providing funding for research, education, training, and also by providing support services not only to the patients but the staff here, not only at the Cairns Hospital but to health facilities throughout the Cairns and Hinterland Hospital and Health Service. The government can do so much. It's not a bottomless pit. The government provides funding to provide healthcare for people in far north Queensland. The Hospital Foundation, I guess you could say, ices the cake. We go that little bit further. We like to think that what we do is provide funding to buy the equipment, to provide the funds for facility enhancements, for research, training and education for the staff. We like to think that we do that up and above what Queensland Health can do. So for those items or those areas that the Queensland Government just can't reach to, we like to think that the Foundation comes in and provides the funding. And what we do is we work as hard as we can to put back over $1 million every year. And since inception of the Hospital Foundation in March 1997, we've put back over $7 million back into improving healthcare facilities and improving healthcare for the people of Far North Queensland.
Oh, I think it's marvellous. Absolutely marvellous. It raises money for the hospital, and without all of those things that they have raised the money for, I may very well not be here now.
I mean, heart disease is one of the biggest killers that we have, you know, and it's you know, the way to solve it is exactly what this challenge is all about: getting fit. And it's not just the event of this weekend. It's all the lead up. It's the weeks and months of preparation and the getting fit into your life and taking that activity. And I mean, it's so nice to see how many people take it on and then take it on afterwards. You know, really develop a different lifestyle about, you know, around this challenge. It's really nice.
The Cardiac Challenge offers cyclists a great physical challenge in a stunning part of the world, and also provides them with the opportunity to raise funds for cardiac care in the far north.
We bought echocardiographs, ultrasound systems, intra-aortic balloon pumps. We've also funded the Rapid Access Chest Pain Clinic, which now means that people needing to see a heart specialist, rather than waiting 8 months that they used to in the past, now can see someone within 2 weeks. And this is a facility that is here now at Cairns Hospital. There's only 2 of its kind in Queensland, so we're really proud that we brought it to Cairns.
What you get out of actually raising money for other people is worth a lot more than what money is.
It's nice too to have an event where everybody's happy and cheerful. You're not raising money for something sad.
This particular event has some strong tourism factors around it. You start to couple that with the way that it interacts with sort of a cluster of sporting and cycling events in the region, and there's great potential there. So if you look at this particular event, it drew on competitors from interstate and also international.
The ride was part of a great holiday that I had in North Queensland. I hadn't had a chance to go to North Queensland before, and I was able to holiday around the area. Cycling and supporting an event like the Cardiac Challenge was a really great part of it. It was the highlight, really.
So they'll come spend a few nights here in Cairns, do the Cardiac Challenge, come back, spend a few more nights in Cairns. So certainly the area in Cairns is definitely benefiting from the Cardiac Challenge because it's bringing people into the region. They'll spend money, they'll stay in the accommodation houses around Cairns and participate in some of the activities and tourism events that are held around Cairns. So it's certainly a benefit to the region.
Whenever you've got a travelling circus of 700, 800 plus people propping into a country town for the night, or even just wherever the lunch and morning tea breaks are, it has an impact immediately, but it also gives people a taste for that township, and they're likely, on the next long weekend to take the family in the car and go and stop at Lakelands or stop at Mount Carbine. So I think it's got some nice enduring tourism qualities about it.
It's one of the truly great cycling events. It's a real challenge, and what we're hearing from people that participate in other events is, whilst there are good events elsewhere, the Cardiac Challenge, a 3-day ride from Cairns to Cooktown, is a real challenge, and it's starting to get a real profile in amongst the cycling community.
Get out there and do it, and bring your friends. Bring your friends, but register early because it's very popular.
Well, if I was advising someone whether they should come next year, I'd say they should come. They should be riding their bike because it is 3 quite long, hard days of riding.
At the end of the day, you're doing the training and you're participating in the ride as much for the cause as for the ride. And the Far North Queensland Hospitals Foundation, particularly the cardiac unit, I'd love to see that the type of visitor that we get, a type of participant that we get for this, have a really strong, into the future, a really strong focus on not only competing but all of the lead-up fundraising work that goes into making sure that the cause and that the organisers' efforts are all worth it.
What we'll work really hard on now is increasing the sponsorship funding and also the fundraising side, so we can continue to improve the cardiac healthcare services here in Far North Queensland.